All right, we are going to continue on with this penny bag. We're getting down to the end. Probably got about 10 handfuls left, so this would be should be the last video, and then we'll go into the albums and check out and see what we got. All right, here's all the finds from the last video. I'm just going to continue off where we left off. Well, let's get some more handfuls of pennies. Intro, take 473. Cue music. Cue coins.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Now pick them up. I'm not rich. Nope. And here is the handful. I thought I saw a Canadian when I dropped it out, but maybe I didn't. Well, let's look and see if anything pops out. Oh, looks like I got a wheat cent. 1946. How about that? Very cool, very cool. All right, I think it goes up in here somewhere. Any other things sticking out? I'm surprised we don't have a Canadian. I got a big old handful. And usually there's been a Canadian in just about every handful. No, I don't see anything else. All right, well, let's get into this and get the last bit of these pennies checked out and see what we got. All right, be right back. All right, there was a Canadian hiding in here. This is a 1952 to 2002, so this is a 2002, 50 years of Queen Elizabeth's reign commemorative penny. And it's still pretty red. That is pretty cool to find. Very cool. All right, let's get back to it. Here's an interesting find. Got a 1983. Let's zoom in right here. This one has a die chip in the bottom of the 8, or on the bottom of the 8. That's interesting. Nice little find. No, nothing major substantial, but it's always cool to find some interesting stuff in a hunt. Doesn't look like I have anything else in here. I'm gonna finish going through these for any errors and varieties, and we'll be back with another handful. Okay, next handful. Let's see what we got here. Anything in here? Well, nothing standing out. Huh. Okay. Well, let me go through this, and if I find anything, I'll let you know. In a 1960 out of Denver, I come across a few of these. There's some good stuff to find on here. Dibbling on the date, dibbling on the mint mark, a repunched large date over small date. I like checking these out. There's always a lot of stuff to look for. Hopefully I'll find something soon on one of these 1960s. All right, next handful. Let's have something in here. Seems like it, the further down in the bag I'm getting, the less and less I'm pulling out in every handful of finds. Canadians. I haven't hit a Canadian in a few handfuls. It's the first time for this whole bag. All right, well, nothing else is standing out here. Let me go through this, and I guess I'll be right back with any other finds or another handful. Getting down to it. A few handfuls left. Let's see what we got in this one. Let's see. Well, nothing is standing out in this one. The last few handfuls just going to be hardly anything. Did hit a Canadian though. 2000 Canadian. All right, I will add that there, and I'll let you know if I find anything else. Otherwise, I'll be right back with another handful. We're getting down towards the end, so hopefully we have some more good finds before we run out. All right, let's do another handful. I'm gonna grab 2 handfuls. And I'm getting close to where I'm gonna just pour this bag out. Maybe next time it's gonna be the rest of the bag. Let's see. I got another bird scent out of the bag. 1967 Canadian Centennial Commemorative. Very cool. All right, anything else in this stack? Let's see. Oh, there's another Canadian right there. 2003. That might be the newest Canadian I have come across in this bag. And that's all I'm seeing. So, well, one more pile to go through, and then we'll probably be done with the bag. Wait, what's this? What's this? Is that a weed I see? 1951 Weedy. All right. It's been a while. It goes in there somewhere. Nice. All right. Be right back. All right. Yep. Let's just pour out the rest of this bag here. And this will be the final pile. All right. Yep. And there we have it. Bag is empty. This is, I'm knocking stuff over. All right. This will be the final pile I go through. And we'll see what's in here. There's a Canadian on top. So let's look at that. This one is a 1974. Nice. I'll add that to the Canadian stack. Oh, here's another one. Canadians were hiding at the bottom of the bag. 1964. Cool. All right. Anything else on top that I can see? There's so many coins here. I'm just gonna probably have to search through and let you know what I find under all of these. Nothing else is standing out that I can see, so let me go through the rest of these, and hopefully I'll be back before we wrap up. It's a nice, shiny 1923. Too bad it's got some gunk on it here and there, so it's not perfect. All right. Well, let me go through the rest of these. Oh, here's another Canadian. And after I show you this one, we will search. I will search through these, and I will bring you back and let you know what you got. It's 1981. All right, be right back and see what else we see in here. Okay, I've come across another Canadian here. 1982. Another Canadian. Another Canadian. Let's zoom out. There we go. And I thought I saw one. Yep, here's another Canadian. 1986. Two more Canadians out of this pile. Okay, here we are. I found that really beat up dime. Finally, it's stuck to this penny here. Oof, get that off of there. Looks like it is a 88. Ugh, a nasty one. Very nasty. Very stuck on. We'll toss it up here. That's another dime out of this bag. Oof. Okay. I know I saw a pretty junky dime up in here. Okay, so to wrap up this fifth and final hunt from this penny bag, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wheat cents, 3 from the 50s, 4 from the 40s. Had this nasty dime, the 1983 with the die chip in the 8. Had 3 nice looking 2009s. I had a couple that were just disgusting, about like this dime, and I threw them back. 23 Canadians in this last section. Here's the rest of them from the rest of the hunt. I had over a whole roll, or tube and a half of Canadians. Lots of Canadians up there in the north. two of the Canadians were the commemorative ones, the centennial and the 50-year anniversary. All right, I do have some good stacks up here to check against the albums, and we're going to do that now. But I've skipped them for the past few hunts to keep the time down. I think I've got probably amongst all 5, I've got I don't know, around average of 15 minutes per video on average. So and I've had, this is number 5, so that's a lot of video time for hunting and showing what I found in this bag. Lots of cool stuff. It was definitely fun to hunt the bag. First time I've ever hunted through a bag. Some awesome stuff to find. And yeah, I'm just gotta get into the album now and see what we can do with that. There were no wheat scents, fills, or upgrades in the wheat scent album. All the ones that we found, we already had better ones in the album for. For the first album, I have a 1973S that has is redder. It's not perfect, but it is a lot redder than the ones in there. I have a 1979 out of Denver. That is a cleaner, nicer example. It is a little bit redder. That one is a bit dirty in there. And then over here, see, I have a 1995. 1995 out of Denver. That is just in slight better condition. I like it a little bit better than the one that's in there. It's a little bit cleaner. The one in there has some spots on it. This one has less spots and just looks like an overall nicer scent. I'm kind of splitting hairs with this one, but I'm gonna upgrade that one as well. That's it for the first album, or the second album. For the third album, got a 1999 here that I think looks better than the one that's in there. Well, I don't know. But take a good look at that one. 1999 out of Denver is a cleaner example than the one that's in there. 2000 out of Denver is cleaner than the one that's in there. The one that's in there is some dirty fingerprint marks, and this one is nicer. And then 2001 out of Denver, again, the one that's in there has some dirt on it, and this one is a little bit cleaner. I like this one better than the one that's in there, so I'm gonna upgrade that one. Over here, I've got a 2009 President Lincoln that is nicer than the one that's in there, so I'm gonna upgrade that one. And this 2011, I found a decent one I'm gonna go ahead and fill the spot. It's not perfect, hopefully I find a better one, but I haven't found a nice one yet, so that's the nicest one I've come across. And then down here, even though I just put that 2023 out of Denver in, that I got out of the same bag, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade to this nicer one that I got out of the bag. Just cleaner. Hopefully I'll find a really nice one before the end of the year, and we can upgrade this to a beautiful one like we have some of the other newer coins. All right, that's it for book number 3. Okay, so that's gonna finish it up for the fills and upgrades. Overall, I had 7 upgrades, 1 spot filled. It's pretty good for the second half of the hunt, filling and upgrading the album here. Ton of Canadians from up north. Very cool to find a bunch of Canadians. And yeah, this was it was really fun to hunt this bag. If you can think of ways for me to do it a little bit quicker, without showing me grabbing the handfuls and looking through, maybe I just bring you in and show you what I found every once in a while. I don't know. I'd like putting down the handfuls and searching through and showing you what I found. I thought that was a good, fun way to do it. But if you have thoughts on that, do let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of this whole thing. And if you haven't, I did put a link to a Canadian penny variety site, just some of the major varieties. There are a bunch of other minor ones that are out there, but this is just a quick list of some of the more major varieties for the Canadian 1 cents. And if you do have a bunch of those or are unsure, you can go check that out. It does have pictures and stuff and some good detail on what the differences are between the normal and the not normal scents. All right. Well, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Have a great day.